my soul's heartbeat. Windows whisper tales untold. In this house I'll never grow old. This is home where the shadows play, where the sunlight dances every day. The walls hold secrets, the air is free. Home is where I'm meant to be. The kettle sings a mellow tune. Evenings bathed in silver moon. Blankets drape on worn out chairs. Love lingers softly in the air. This is home where the shadows play, where the sunlight dances every day. The walls hold secrets, the air is free.
It's 11 a.m. in Ibiza. I'm sitting here with my matcha on my way to the gym, and actually I was not feeling like going to the gym this morning, but then I asked myself this one question that changed everything, and this is, what would my dream self do right now? And I know she would go, not because she has to go, but because she knows how good she will feel afterwards. And so I'm going now. And I really try to apply this question so much more into my life. So let's say you're in the restaurant and you don't know what to order. Ask yourself, what would the best possible version of me, what would she order right now? Would she choose the junk food, the short-term pleasure? Or would you choose the healthy option, the option that makes her feel good long term? And you already know the answer. And the more I apply this question to my life, everything changes, because I make decisions from the place of my dream self. And this is so powerful, because you start acting differently, you start behaving differently, and you slowly become her. Every little decision that we do during the day is either bringing us closer or further away from our dream life. And this is really not about perfection, because of course we cannot do everything perfect, but it's more about taking the aligned action that will bring us to our desired reality. And these small decisions, they might seem so tiny and even unimportant in the moment, but over time they will add up and create a ripple effect that actually leads to huge results. And I also have phases of my cycle, for example during my luteal phase or menstrual phase, where I know it's okay that I can actually rest and listen to that feeling. But now I'm in my ovulatory phase, so I know my body can handle a good workout and is actually craving movement. That's why I also know it will be so good for me. So I'm going right now. Let's go.
That's 5, 4, 3, 2, and up. Squeeze down. And up. With that mouth, breathe forward and up. Gorgeous. Forward. Muy bien. I want your abs, keep going. So stable. That's where the work is. Slow and strong abs. Rib cage in. Gorgeous. Yes.
Yes! I know, it's a little awkward. That's why you gotta play with the distance. It's hips.
Testest du das einfach mal. Ist doch mega chillig auch, oder? Ja, mega schön. Was meinst du damit, ne? Warum wollen wir das in der gleichen Mission hier auch? Und so Vertrauen, das ist immer auch wieder Next Level, besonders für unsere Haare. Und dann gibst du das so als Glas.
Good morning. Wow, I'm so hungry. I'm gonna make now my favorite blood sugar balancing oats for breakfast. And it's actually super easy. I'm gonna use gluten-free oats, some water, and I also like to add this. It's a seed mix, and it's a mix of grounded pumpkin seeds, lime seeds, and sunflower seeds. It's really good also for the blood sugar if you have this inside, because when we only eat oats on its own, it will cause a huge blood sugar spike and it will make us hungry again after 1 hour. Most important ingredient, a lot of cinnamon. I'm obsessed with cinnamon, and especially now on the weekends I really try to slow down a little bit more and really enjoy my slow morning routine. I think it's so important and it really helps me to ground myself more into my body, to be more present, and especially after a week, when you have a busy week, it's so important that you have like these little anchor rituals that bring you back to the present moment, and that you really enjoy the small little things, like for example doing your favorite breakfast. It's so important that you slow down and really notice the things that you're doing, because otherwise life will just pass by so quickly. And the more we can be present and enjoy the small little things of the everyday life, this is how you create magic into your life, and this is how you create so much more happiness, so much more freedom, and life just feels just so much better when we do that. And now comes my secret ingredient. I like to always add an egg to my oats. Again, this is amazing for blood sugar balance. You have some extra protein, healthy fats, and it will keep you full for so much longer. And then as a topping, I'm gonna use some frozen berries. I'm obsessed. You can also add honey, maple syrup, or any sweetener that you like. I like to have it without. And I also like to add a little bit of coconut yogurt. It makes it so much more creamy. So this is my breakfast. It's so delicious and it really keeps me full for so many hours. It's amazing. Back from my hike. Wow, it was so beautiful. I love being in nature, And now I'm gonna use the rest of my Sunday to just journal a little bit and also to plan my upcoming week. And it's so important, especially when we have a stressful week, that we consciously take time for things that bring us joy and that will ground us. This can be something like going for my walk in nature, having my matcha on the balcony in the morning, or something like going to the farmer's market, or meeting with a friend. It can be anything, and this looks so much different for every person. And I used to be that person. I was always so guilty when I took time for myself, but now I know how important it actually is, because when you fill your own cup and when you consciously create those moments that fill your cup, that bring you joy, that bring you happiness, you have so much more energy and so much more focus to show up in other areas of your life, to show up at work, to show up for your family, to stick to your plans, to your healthy habits, to your goals. Because when your cup is full and you are nourished, you have so much more energy to give to others, to be there for others, and also to stick to your plans. And that's why it's so important that we consciously create those anchor moments of joy in our schedule. And it really changed everything for me.